hurt you?
You go first, man.
Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Let me edit your mics. Hold on. There you go. Go for it.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Um, Listen, Morgan's a baddie. I just said she's got pretty privilege. So what that means is I am going to two can play that game, basically. That's basically and that's what she's doing with Lyndon, bless his heart. She's using him to get to Tony, um, because she can. Because she knows that she's got the power in that dynamic with Lyndon, okay? So she's basically saying, if you don't do what I want you to do, right, then I am going to beat you at your own game, because she probably has done that before. Or she probably means that I'm gonna eat you up with my words, like she ate up Mr. Blake. One of the two, because that sinister laugh that she gave, it was kind of like Kiki LOL, but like, I'm not joking. Don't play with me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. But because she's a baddie, Tony likes her because she's a beautiful woman. That's why he's just so captivated by her, and it right now is going to work because he also likes to win. He's a very competitive man. So and she is the prize. Do you know what I mean? Like a trophy. Like, not in like a, oh my god, she's the best, like this is the woman I want to be with. I feel like he sees her as a trophy, as as someone to acquire. So I feel like right now he's just putting up with it because JR, you're right. When she was talking, he wasn't like looking at her like, yeah, this is great. He was kind of like thinking, what? Like, I don't understand, but he will still tolerate it because she's beautiful. But yeah, she basically means that two can play that game, which is why I said that she's got that the anxious attachment style, because people who have that really, are really good at manipulating. They're really good at, especially like being emotionally, to get people to do what they want. So that's what comes with it. If she had a secure attachment style, she wouldn't need to do this. Like, I'm secure in myself. I know what I bring to the table, so to speak. So you go off and do what you need to do. Like, I'm good over here. You either want me or you don't. If you don't, that's fine. Like, but the anxious side of her wants to play a game because she wants to draw him in, because she needs that validation. She needs his validation, but she doesn't know that. She doesn't feel like she does because she's so confident, or she feels she's so confident. So yeah.
Appreciate that, Lorraine. Thank you very much. Sophie, welcome to the panel. Good to have you aboard. Good to have you aboard. We talking, obviously, Morgan. She said she don't make me hurt you. Want to get your viewpoint. What do you think Morgan meant by this subtle but not subtle threat? If it is even a threat.
Hello, everyone. I did pick up on that right away. Um, she also, I think she so-called threatened, I think Lyndon or somebody else. She mentioned something early on. I noted at least three times. It's playful, but not really, right? Don't make me hurt you or smack you in the face. I'll smack you. Like, she did say some words that after a while it's like, okay, this is not you might mean this. This is something that you might be capable of doing. Again, if the tables are turned, if a man said that to a woman, it's absolutely big time no. And I think the same should be on the woman's side with the playfulness, but yet, hey, if you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you, and I might hurt you physically. That's the kind of, we can't say just yet, but yeah, very the possessiveness, the jealousy, the back and forth. She handles herself like a very, very much grown woman, but the games and this controlling aspect is like, let the man be. If he chooses you, let him choose you. Don't tell him that he should do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Uh, if he's for you, You don't have to ask any of those things. I mean, once you're in a relationship, there are things that you guys are going to, discuss and compromise and work together. But initially saying, hey, you play too much, you flirt too much, you got to stop this, you got to stop that. And I think she was telling Anthony the same thing, kind of giving him that guide of how to be. So you're playing that role of control, or at least that's what it comes off as. And she is very confident, but I think, as Lorraine said, is it really confidence when you think about it? Because if you're constantly having to need to be reassured and picked, it's hard for you to stand alone in what he's doing. I think she's very attracted to Tony. She's not interested in Anthony as much, and definitely not Lyndon. But she likes the fact that Lyndon will do anything and everything that she said she wants. That he is a yes, ma'am, yes. I will learn from you. I will follow you. I will kiss the floor that you step on. That's her. He could be her little playboy. And he would love to do that. I think he's like, hey, let me be that person for you. But that's easy for her. That's very easy for her. But Tony is very, he's the catch. He's the bad boy. He's the bad boy, and he is loving the fact that he has two options. Did you guys catch that? He was like, I love Marcia. Marcia's right underneath Morgan. And he's like, man, I'm loving this. I think at one point he said he's loving this. And I'm like, okay, he's liking the options. He likes to be in that role, to have multiple women, is what I thought. He likes this. Okay, so who's it gonna be? Again, that could be sorry, my cat. That could be the role his past. That could be his past catching up to him, or him not letting go of his old player ways, right? She said something about don't kiss or don't use those lips because those are my lips. She's already claiming territory on his lips. Did you catch that, Kojo? I was like, okay. And it makes me think maybe a lot more has happened because you're already claiming territory to this man's lips. And I don't know, and, they both like each other in terms of, how well they kiss each other. So, yeah, I don't like those words. I'll smack you, or, you'll get this and that. I think it goes both ways. If a man said it to a woman, it's absolutely a big no-no. And it should go the same way. If a woman keeps saying these playful things of, hey, you're going to get hurt. And people do that. So I would say, yeah, I'm not sure right now what to think of those two.
Good bars, Sophie. Thank you. Good breakdown. Yes, Sam, go for it.
There's several ways that you can interpret what my friend Morgan said to Tony. I agreed with Sophie. I mean, it is what it is. She's letting him know. The thing is that for me, right, he's eating it all up. He loves it. He loves that. He's a player. He loves that. She knows the type of man he is. And I'm entertained. He's eating everything up she's saying. He loves being in the middle. I've said it before. I don't even trust Tony like that anyway. So are they going to work? As I said, I don't know, but it's not necessarily because I think that Morgan is crazy and Tony is also good. They're both weird to me anyway. I'm not weird, but like there's some level of toxicity in both of them, right? But I'm very entertained with them and what they're doing because he's eating up everything that she's saying. And we can, to make it short, it can mean a lot of things, but I don't think it was positive. What if he go talk to other girl, it's not going to be good. And it can mean anything. I'm done. I don't want to say things that everybody else already said. So I'm done.
No, it's all right. I hear that. Sean, I know you're on the road, bro. We're talking about, obviously, Morgan and her comment. You know, what do you think Morgan meant by you gonna make me hurt you?
She meant what she meant, and I think Morgan is, the A word that folks get a little concerned about when we start using it. I think she's got a little aggressiveness to her. So I hate to say it, but we saw several interactions with her, on the last episode where she was just, her gun was locked and loaded, and she was just firing shots rapid fire. And I give pause and have concern, and it seems to be, it's like the archetype of the possessive woman on Ready to Love. In every season there's one that's just so hyper possessive of the guy, right? And I think unfortunately this season it's Morgan. And similar to what Sammy was saying, I don't think that Tony is perfect, and I don't think he's right and she's wrong. I just think the way she interacts when she likes a man speaks a lot to why she's probably had some challenges in the relationship. Because unfortunately, Sam, I gotta disagree with you. I don't think any man likes to hear "I'm gonna slap you." Now, might we tolerate it? Might we just laugh it off? Sure. But nobody likes that. And I definitely know that Tony is growing tired of this game that Morgan is playing between him and Lyndon. And this is how, unfortunately, you can cause some violence to happen, because the testosterone kicks in, and people want to tussle unnecessarily. And again, that's not necessarily Morgan's fault, but you play those stupid games, you're going to get a not so nice outcome, right? So that's my thoughts about her and their interaction. I do think he likes her. I think maybe he likes a little of the push and pull, but not the smacking stuff, the smacking threats, as well as her constantly telling him, "Oh, you're flirting with other ladies," and "Oh, those lips belong to me, and you can't do this and you can't do that." Typically, that kind of talk, we don't like that. And for a player guy like Tony, he's just going to use that against her and probably do more of the stuff that she doesn't like just to get under her skin. That's what I think.
Okay, no, I'm hearing that. Everyone's spoken on this part, and then, but if you've got any thoughts, I'm gonna let you add it in a second or two. Just quickly reading the poll. I asked you guys, what do you guys think about Morgan? What do you think Morgan meant by "don't make me hurt you"? And the overwhelming was 31% of you said she's going two-piece combo him up. So out of all the options, it was two-piece combo. She go and play the game with Lyndon was 24%. She gonna get verbal on him was 19%. She gonna plot his downfall was 26%. So you guys definitely believe that she gonna hurt the boy. So I definitely hear that as well. Before we get JR to go on, guys, do me a massive favor. Press the like button. There's 530 of you guys in here, and it's rising as we speak. Put the like button on, okay? Just click on that like button, okay? It helps me, it helps you. And then obviously, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you better subscribe, baby, because we do great work on the channel. All right, we do great conversations like this. Okay, JR, go for it.
Yeah, I think she definitely meant what she said. Like, she's not afraid to get physical if it gets to it. I know we're on the dating show that we're watching and stuff, right? But at the end of the day, someone making those type of threats, if she does get angry or aggressive in a one-to-one situation and she does lash out, then he can't say he wasn't warned. All right? So I don't think it's a good combination to have the insecurity, the level of aggression, the threats, the controlling behavior. I don't think that's a good mix. All right. And as we're probably going to discuss later, when she gets in her feelings, she makes no bones about getting her feelings out there. Right. So Tony, to me, looked more like he was under pressure. I don't think any man, just like Sean says, enjoys a lady threatening to do any type of physical anything, even in a joke. because it's giving misery vibes. It's giving, I'm going to tear your stuff up or burn your stuff up if I get into an argument with you. I'm going to hurt you because you hurt me. So I'm going to express it in a way beyond talking about it. So that to me is a problem. All right. I don't think that this is a good combination at this point in time. I don't know how she comes back from this. And I know there are some people in the comments that might identify with her a little bit. But listen, lack of self-control when you're emotionally attached to someone can lead to bad things happening. And if it was a guy, we would be saying the same thing that I'm saying right now. All right. So I'm saying it's equal on both sides. Do not even joke about being violent. I mean, it wasn't even like I'm gonna pinch you or, you know, they have that type of playful banter. No, this was stop talking to them other girls. You're doing too much. Don't make me hurt you. Yeah, like that is not a joke. That's something that's said in a way to kind of put the warning out there that this is what could happen. I'm not afraid to pop off on you.
I didn't get a chance to speak on it. When she
Apologies, my bad.
said, "Don't make me hurt you," with that vindictive laugh, it made me believe she was vindictive. It's giving Snapped. It's giving Fatal Attraction. I know you're in the UK, but those are some crazy shows, you know, when the women snap. I actually felt scared for Tony. I feel like she meant it, you know. To me, like JR said, he looked very uncomfortable. He likes it initially because some of us like a little bit of toxicity, you know, when we're like push and pull, all that is cute. But after like 6 months, it gets tired. And no man want to feel like, you know, like he's the woman in the relationship and you're overshadowing him. They don't want to feel controlled or uncomfortable, you know. And Tony gives me like he's kind of masculine. So I feel like that would not be a good situation for him. I don't think he's liking it. He's probably like, let me go along with it because she's attractive, you know. So people are saying it's cute, but she's going to suffocate him. Like not literally, maybe literally, I don't know, allegedly. But after a while, it becomes overbearing. And I'm actually surprised she's in her late 30s. I don't know, because I used to do little games like this when I was in college. But she kind of acts, you know, a little childish, to be honest. And he does too. So I think they're both, you know, like the toxicity of it all, but it won't last and it can be very dangerous. I think she needs to just calm down. If he's meant for you, it will happen. Breathe. Get off him a little bit. Make him miss you a little bit, you know? And she's so pretty, but it's like her prettiness it's turning, you know?
Listen, I ain't even mad at that. I definitely hear that. I think also as well, you know, with the situation, you know, we're going to talk about it as well because I'm going to put that last bit of the clip. Is I do think Tony does kind of like this energy. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, no man that's healed should like this energy. That's what I'm going to say, right? That's a premise. Anybody who's healed, this no longer is of interest. This is the stuff that me and Sean talk about on a regular basis. We joke about, you know, we do find a woman attractive. Listen, I think Morgan is stunning. She's sexy. She's attractive. And that little bit of toxicity is definitely intriguing. But would I want to date it? No. Because I understand that in a relationship, that ain't cute no more. Now, from the outside looking in, do you know what? A little bit of toxicity. Well, baby, go do what you gotta do. Okay. You want to slap somebody's lips? Slap somebody's lips. But it ain't gonna do me. But, you know, attraction versus actually wanting to be in a relationship is completely two different things. And so I think her saying those things, again, it's just kind of showing us a little bit of the fear that Morgan has. And like I was saying, that, you know what, Sean said the big A is aggressive. I'm saying the big A is an ABUSER. Okay, that's giving abuser vibes. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I would of course, we're not concerned that she's gonna beat him up. Right, we're not concerned that she's gonna able to win a fight with her and Tony, but this is the kind of toxic behavior that leads to Kristen Rock and Blueface. This is the kind of stuff that leads to it, because it's this kind of fear of being left and abandoned, this fear of not letting someone be free, this wanting to control the person that leads to that type of relationship. And I'm saying that because Tony also too is staying in it, and he's put her as number one. That's making me look at him some way too. I'm like, bro, you just liking this stuff. You know, you liking the fact that she says she might joke around, might, you know, hit your lips or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like in relationships that little the play fights where someone might even put their hand on your face. I don't like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if we play fight, let's rough and tuffle. You know what I mean? Let's wrestle. But I would not, nobody should be slapping anybody. I don't like that kind of things. I think it gets too dangerous too quick between man and woman, and it can lead to a situation that doesn't need to happen. So yeah, I'm also looking at Tony a little bit as well in that aspect, in terms of why he's also staying around it. I'm questioning him in terms of, are you enjoying this a little bit too much? I know he loves the fact that, and this may speak more to about Tony, and I'm gonna play the clip in a second or two so we can understand it as well. The fact that Tony has her as number one, also as well, the fact that, you know, he loves having her and Marcia as well, speaks volumes, I think, for Tony as well, in terms of, you know what, you love the attention. Yeah, I think Tony's a cool guy, you know what I mean? But you love the attention, sir. And I think that is very evident in the way that you're playing the game with Morgan. I think he's also, I think I focus so much on Morgan, I forget that when someone's playing a game and he's also playing his own game, he's also emotionally avoidant as well, because he's refusing to be vulnerable and open about how he truly is trying to love. And he's using I've got Marcia. Let me be honest with you. Marcia is not on his radar. Now, I can't be honest with you. He ain't on his radar. Okay, Marcia is not really on his radar. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I personally don't think Marcia is on his radar. I think he likes Marcia being there, and that's about as much as it goes. He wants Morgan, but if Morgan could just clean up that act of that possessiveness, she'd be perfect. But
He's frozen right now.
she's got that toxicity, so he stays with it. You know what I mean? But I think sorry about that. My internet decided to play up. Yeah. So anyway, let me play the clip. I've said what I need to say anyway. So let me play the clip for you guys. Let's play the clip for you guys so you can discuss it as well. All right. Yeah, here we go.
Next to you and I have, stop playing.
You lick your lips too?
Only
Let
with
me
you.
find out.
Only with you.
Come, rip them off.
Why?
Because those are mine.
Come here. Come here. Look at this.
All right, Mr. LQJ. All right. I want to ask this question. Is there a level is there a that was so LQJ? He said, come here. Come here. Hey, shout out to Tony, because that was within his own remit. That was kind of smooth, but it was a little bit like woof. But no, does Tony have to take a little bit of accountability then in this scenario? Because now, even though he's seen these signs that are coming his way, instead of him even walking off, he's now lipsing it. Like he's like, come here. You know what I mean? Like he's encouraging this baby, it looks like. So I want to get you guys' thoughts. Does Tony have to be accountable for the situation being in the way that it is right now? But does it take some accountability? That's what I'm asking, you know.